Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about permutations, which is going to be very important part of your competitive examinations. Let's learn about the word permutation. First of all, we'll be defining the word permutation. What is permutation? So permutation is basically the arrangement of given objects or numbers. That means its definition contains the word arrangement of given finite number of objects. Finite number of objects or articles. Children, you need to understand that whenever we are doing the questions on permutation, then we need to see the order. That means order matters in permutation. Here, order matters. That means what object we are taking at the first position, and in the next case what object or article we are taking at in the next case. So permutation is just the arrangement of given finite number of objects and articles, and yes, here order does matter. Now permutation can be represented with capital P, and it can be calculated by two methods. One is your fundamental principle of counting. Fundamental principle of counting method, and another is your formula method. And yes, this formula method will definitely contain the letter capital P. Now first of all, we'll read about fundamental principle of counting. In this principle of counting, we have, say, some certain event is to be followed, or say if some event is occurring and following it another event is occurring, and following it another event is occurring, and so on. That means, say this event is occurring at one time M, and again following this another event is occurring, say N. Another event if occurs following this N, say R, then the product of all these is your fundamental principle of counting. When we come to formula, then my formula for permutation is NPR, where N is your number of elements, or I can say number of objects you are taking, and R are the number of places that has to be filled. Number of places that are to be filled. Now we'll find out what sort of number of places we are going to fill. Now this is your formula, and we'll read about first of all fundamental principle of counting by applying an event following which another event occurs, following which the another event occurs. So first of all, we'll find out the questions by fundamental principle of counting, and then we will go on the formula and its theorem. So let's see the question based on fundamental principle of counting. Children, whenever you deal with the questions of permutations, you can get two kind of questions. First, when the repetition of digit is allowed, and another when repetition of digit is not allowed. Let's see how we can do the first case by fundamental principle of counting. Now see, here it is given how many 3-digit numbers. That means we are given with we have to frame 3-digit numbers, can be formed from the digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the finite numbers which are given to us, and we need to frame 3-digit number. Now first of all, you see, when repetition of digit is allowed, that means you need to find out that this first place can have how many numbers. How many choices you can have for this place. So you can put 1 here, or you can put 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. That means for this place you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 choices. Now for the next case, that means this place has been filled, and now next event is following. That means for the second place, repetition of digit is allowed. That means I can take again any one of these numbers. So for this position again I have 5 choices. Now, the next, that means the third place I have to fill. That means this event is occurring following this event. That means this has been already done. Now, for this place, how many choices I have when I can use any digit from here, because repetition of digit is allowed. So, how many choices you have? I am writing these as choices and I am not writing this 5 as here. So, number of choices for the first place, number of choice for the second place, number of choice for the third place. So, here I have 5 choices, again I have 5 choices, and for this also I have 5 choices. And you have read that if we multiply all these events following each other, then we get the number of 3-digit numbers that can be framed by using the number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here you will be writing your statement as number of choices for first place is equal to 5. Then again you will write number of choice for second place, again it is 5. Number of choice for third place, it is again 5. So by fundamental principle of counting, you will be able to find out, therefore, number of 3-digit numbers that can be framed when repetition is allowed. When repetition is allowed, it will be 5 into 5 into 5, that means 125. So there are 125 number of 3 digits. Now you come to the second part. Here it is given to you as repetition of digit is not allowed. When children repetition is not allowed, then you need to frame 3-digit number. So how many choices you have for this first place? You have 5 choices for this first place. Now that means you have fixed one number over here. How many choices you have for the next place? Say I have fixed this one number over here. So 1 is gone. Now how many choices are left for this second place? So I am left with 4 choices. Again say this 3 is fixed over here. Now how many choices are left for your next place? So again it is 3. Multiply all these. So it will be 4 into 3 is 12. 12 5s are 60. So there are 60 3-digit numbers that can be formed by using 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the case when repetition is not allowed, and this is the case when repetition is allowed. Let's see another question. Here you are given with how many 4-letter code words are possible using the first 10 letters. That means you can use first 10 alphabets of the English alphabet if no letter can be repeated. So again what you have to do? You have to find out number of choices for this. So I will be writing number of choices or number of ways for first place. First place will be equal to, you have 10 letters, so this will have 10 choices. Again number of choices for second place. Now here it is given letter can be, if no letter can be repeated. That means if one letter has come on this place, it cannot come on any of the place. So for this we have 9 choices, for this we had 10 choices. Now when one letter is used over here, now we can have only 9 letters for this place. So I can write it as 9. Again for third place I will have 8 choices because one letter has come here also. So this is 8. Again number of choices for fourth place will be 7. So here you will be writing out, it is given how many 4-letter code words. Therefore number of 4-letter code words that can be formed by using 10 letters is 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. and by multiplying it we'll be getting it as 5040.